welcome back to this Money Monday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. We're at the Newsmax headquarters in Midtown Manhattan, and we're coming to you as we do every day live from noon to 2 Eastern from the Question Tequila Studios. And I like the little bump in there. Don't get nervous. The market is not crashing. That was some old footage from 1987, and on that day, I was working at Shearson Lehman Brothers, and as you can see, the market was down 500 at 1,738. But when you're getting worried about these dips in our market, 500, 700, 200, 400, realize that we're at 26,000, and back then a real crash was when we were down 500 points or 25% in a day. So stay calm, and I'm always calm right up until the last segment when Frank comes in and corrects all of my mistakes that I've made on the day. And in this first hour, I think I've done very well. And I'm going to try to keep that streak going well into the second hour as well.
Well, you have done well, John, and I only caught two. One is you omitted Martha's title with Vote America First. She is, of course, the chairperson of Vote America First. You just said she was with Vote America First, and viewers were left to wonder what it is that she does with Vote America First. And the other thing is, John, and this is actually a repeated thing that I've noticed with you, is you are conflating automatic weapons with semi-automatic weapons and with assault weapons, and they're not at all the same thing. Now, I am by no means a gun expert, but an automatic weapon, a weapon that continuously fires when you pull the trigger, that's essentially a machine gun. And while we learned on Friday that you can still get machine guns in the United States legally, it's pretty tough and it's pretty expensive.
That's right.
The debate about assault rifles, which were banned, the manufacturer of them was banned for 10 years, from 1994 to 2004, that's a very different debate. Automatic weapons are pretty much off the table, and until about a year ago, you could essentially turn a semi-automatic weapon into an automatic weapon with something called a bump stock. But the person that put an end to that was that real terrible person who doesn't care at all about children or families or gun safety, Donald Trump. Donald Trump put an end through executive order to the sale of bump stocks legally. So you can't even make a semi-automatic act like an automatic legally anymore at this point.
Very good. And so I didn't really have a lot of mistakes.
No, just those two.
You're going to stick with us and our audience for a little, and then you have a big one-on-one exclusive lunch today.
Oh, yes.
But before we get out of this first hour, the Scaramucci guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the wife, Deirdre. She's been on the show. She's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Anthony Scaramucci, I mean, first he goes on like Big Brother, or what was the...
Celebrity Big Brother.
Yes. And now, in the latest claim to fame, he's saying that Trump may need to be replaced.
Well, so he went on Bill Maher's show on Friday, right? And then the president didn't like some of the things that he said. And so the president tore him apart on Twitter over the weekend. So yesterday and today, Scaramucci has been all over CNN, pretty much killing the president. He said the president is in the midst of a nuclear meltdown.
A Chernobyl.
Yeah, and he may need to be replaced, and he's open to backing a Republican challenger to him. And then just this morning, he said to those asking what took so long, you're right. I tried to see best in real Donald Trump, this is all on Twitter, based on private interactions and select policy alignment, but his increasingly divisive rhetoric and damage it's doing to the fabric of our society outweighs any short-term economic gain.
Publicity grab.
Yes.
To me, it's a public relations grab. Anthony's kind of not in the limelight right now, and this is a great way to...
Well, he is in the limelight, but look why. Because he's criticizing Donald Trump. So the best thing for you is, as Michael Cohen found out, and as Scaramucci is finding out, is to be a Trumpian and then go full anti-Trump. You'll be on TV as much as you need to.
That's right.
Anytime you want. Cable, network, whatever. Now, I like Anthony Scaramucci. I think he's a smart guy, clearly a successful Wall Street guy. But let's remember where Anthony Scaramucci was during the presidential race. He was a Jeb Bush guy, raised a ton of money for Jeb Bush. He was a Jebber. Now, the Jeb Bush agenda is light years away, or at least it's supposed to be, from the Donald Trump agenda. He's one of these guys that essentially backed Donald Trump because he wanted lower taxes. There's a lot more to the Trump agenda than lower taxes.
Fantastic. And there's a lot more to this show than 1 hour because we're coming back right after this commercial break. And we're doing a second hour of bonus coverage just for you. Stay right there. Keep it right there. Liquid Lunch. Back after this.